Welcome to Happy Life. I am Happy Nessa, and we have life. And today's topic is going to be a great one when it comes to happiness. We're going to be talking about going with the flow and how going with the flow can be a skill, even if it's not natural to your personality, a skill that can help you live a happy life. So I'm actually going to go ahead and turn it to you live. I want you to maybe start with, this feels right. Start with, why are we even choosing this topic?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because, as she said, we definitely were trying to get this recording done, and find some structure with our topic and what we're going to do and where we're doing it. We're both having internet issues right now. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and it's really easy to kind of lose it, or, this is the second day in a row we've been trying to record, or,
Yep.
And it is easy to let that bog you down, or to let that make you feel some kind of way because, girl, like I told you, I was literally close to like letting myself want to cry or something like that.
Yep.
And it's like, it's really not that serious. Like,
but it feels that serious, don't it?
Yeah, it feels that serious because we are dedicated to this. We are committed to sharing our journey and sharing what we think is our purpose. And it's easy to be like, oh, I'm failing at this, versus saying, okay, maybe it's not the right time, or I was going to film facing that way. I can turn this way. And if I had let that get me down, if I wasn't willing to go with the flow, I wouldn't have thought to turn this way, because yesterday I didn't. Remember when I forgot my green?
Yeah, something so simple. Yep.
Right. And I went home and we didn't record. And so that's the thing with going with the flow. And that's one of the major things in the beginning of my journey that I found resistance towards going with the flow. I was so ready to be depressed and let every little situation bog me down and get into my heart like that. And so that's how we ended up on this topic. And it's such a good topic for living a happy life, and I'm so grateful because I am able to smile through this right now. I still don't know where my green screen is. It has disappeared. And, you would think that would hinder the whole thing, but it hasn't. And you were able to, tell the story about how yesterday we didn't record, but you were able to find a good outcome for that.
Yeah. So going with the flow. So specifically, I'm going to answer what you said, and then my mind was going to bring up something else too. So when we weren't able to record, the great thing is it helped me record, and that's twice. Remember, twice that this happened. Yeah. Remember the couple weeks ago. So the couple times when we were going with the flow and we weren't able to record, I was able to do a live. And then even just yesterday that I found a new resource, which to me, that is like the value of that, which probably wouldn't have happened. If everything would have went as planned, I would have purchased a different resource for us to be able to stream. And I won't go into it, but it's like I gained a specific product that was very valuable. I got it on discount. For those who don't know this, I love saving money. Even when there's extra money, I still love saving money. That's just me.
Because
so
why not?
The fact that we had to take a little detour, and I had a little bit more time to do research on what stream we want to use. And I love that we can compare. I love that StreamYard, we already know is reliable, but I love that I'm going to have restream so that we can compare it side by side in the next year, see, or even before then, see if, I want to go to you or you go to me. So I thought it was great that I was able to, for those of you who don't know, the traditional word that came to mind is I'm a busy mom of 5, but no, I don't like to use the word busy because other people have a negative connotation. I have a full life, when it comes to my family. And because of that, time is of the essence, and I haven't been recording as much. So going with the flow meant, instead of being upset and that our plan didn't go on time and that we're not getting these videos up when we told people we're premiering in June, I was able to find another resource. I was able to get up some other videos. I had a little bit more time in my day. So that's one example. The other thing that I was going to bring up, and then I think we're going to wrap it up, make it a shortest video. Life, you're going to have to hold me accountable to that. Because once I start talking, that's when everyone's like, there's no way you're an introvert. My husband's like, you can't convince me that you were ever introverted. I'm like, you only met me once I became an introvert. So you can help me hold me accountable. The other example I was going to give is that when it comes to planning, okay, so planning has its purpose. But when it comes to what you and I talk about with our spiritual path, the challenge about planning and being so controlled is it creates resistance to what God is trying to do. And he's trying to make our life, okay, everyone who's watching might not believe in God, so I'm going to acknowledge that. So life, your name is life and life is life. I think that's going to be so weird that I'm going to be saying life so much, but awesome. But life is always speaking to us.
Yeah.
Not you, life. You know what I'm saying? Life in itself is always speaking to us. And when we're going against the grain and we're really trying to fight for our plan, if it's that hard, then to me, we're typically making it harder. And that's where the happiness is going to decrease and the stress increases. Whereas if you just say, okay, what is really trying to present itself? How can I pivot? Is this really that serious? Like you said, it feels in that moment when technology is not working we want, or when our plan, it feels like, you know, most of us, we can go to having our blood boil that quickly. So I'll stop it there. But yeah, I think going with the flow is just a skill that has to be learned if you're someone who's naturally more planned.
Right. And I think that's going to be it. But that is the point of this video today, is just a quick share about how, especially initially, when you are newly on this journey, and I think I speak to people and I speak in such a way that I think we are new. A lot of the people that watch both of our channels are not new to the journey, but probably can relate. But I think we're talking mostly to people who need this. So it's mostly usually in the beginning where you kind of might have some resistance towards that. So if you feel that, check it. Remember that everything is working out for you and you can choose to be happy regardless. Choose, like you said, to pivot or to just allow. Don't be afraid to just relax and allow. So I think that's going to be it. And we can go ahead and close it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna close it up with something, but you got to stop me if I don't think I'm gonna get into a ramble. I want to close it out with this. Not allowing yourself to go with the flow is self-sabotaging behavior. It is a learned behavior that we've learned. A lot of us have learned how to be so structured that it actually sabotages our happiness. Mm-hmm. That can be a whole nother video. So I got to stop there, else I'm going to keep talking. So that was it for this episode of Happy Life with Happy Nessa and Life. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to put our channel descriptions in every video so y'all can, support us both and just be on the lookout for more.
We'll see you next time.
Okay. See you next time.